Imagine you're a 12th grader who's giving their best, studying all day, all night for that one entrance exam that you really want to crack. You have no distraction, nothing, just pure focus. But hey, you're not the only one grinding right now. It is estimated that nearly 16 lakh students will be appearing for JEE Main's examination this year, which is brutal competition. And in this case, you must be well prepared, but also have a backup option in case you don't make it. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about all the engineering entrance exams that you can appear for in 2026 and get the best college with the best branch out of your potential. So this video is not about which college exam you should definitely give, which college exam you should not give, what to give preference, college or branch, but this is going to be a general introduction about all the exams that are there, their dates to register, the exam date, their syllabus and their cutoffs. So the first one is definitely JEE Mains, which will be conducted in two phases. So the first phase is from 21st January to the 30th of January, and the second one will be conducted in the early April. And the registration of the first phase is still open and will close on 27th November. And then if you clear the cutoff, you will be eligible for the JEE Advanced, which will be in May of 2026. So the next exam is CUET, in which more than 240 colleges participate, like Delhi University, Jamia Millia Islamia, etc. So in this, every college has a different criteria for the subject on basis of which they take students for different fields. And there are three sections basically. The first one is language, domain subject, and the other is the general aptitude. For domain subject, you have to take PCM if you are going for engineering, and maybe biology if you are going into biotech. The marking scheme for this is +5 and -1, +5 for a correct option and minus for a wrong option. So the application form for this will be out in March 2026 and the exam will be from May to June. So let's come to the state entrance exams. So the first one is MHT CET, which is the state entrance exam of Maharashtra. It has more than 370 colleges like COEP, VITEEE, SPIT, DJ Sangvi, etc. So in MHT CET, 80% of the syllabus comes from class 12 and the remaining 20% comes from class 11. So there is no age limit in MHT CET and you only require 45% in PCM in class 12 to be eligible for MHT CET. It is divided into two parts. Paper 1 is of mathematics, which is of 100 marks, and paper 2 is of physics and chemistry, which is combined of 100 marks. So by this, you know that the mathematics section has +2 marks for every correct option, and there is no negative marking in the whole exam. So I also give MHT CET when I was in my 12th grade, and will be uploading a video about my experience, my journey, how I cracked it. There is a video I've already uploaded. You can also go and check that out. So the application form for MHT CET will be out in December 2025, and the first phase of this exam will be in April, and the second phase will be in May. The next one is WBJEE, which is the state entrance exam of West Bengal, which has 90+ government and private colleges, which consist of very reputed colleges like Jadavpur University, IIM Kolkata. But the cutoff for CSE in these colleges is usually very high, and with the competition. So the eligibility criteria is 45% in PCM in class 12, and paper pattern is very similar to MHT CET. It is of 200 marks and it is divided into two sections, paper 1 of mathematics and paper 2 of physics and chemistry. The negative marking here depends on the category of the question. There are 3 categories of questions here. So the application form for WBJEE will be out in December 2025 and will close in February 2026, and the tentative exam date, like every year, will be in April 2026. So the next one is KCET, which is the state entrance exam of Karnataka. It has more than 200+ colleges. Now KCET and COMET-K are very similar exams. The only difference between them is that if you're appearing for KCET and you have a domicile of Karnataka, you will get a very higher advantage than someone who is from any other state. Whereas in COMET-K, there is no domicile code. There might be very few colleges which might not be in COMET-K, or they will be in KCET. Some might not be in KCET, but they might be in COMET-K. But there are very few number of colleges like that. So the number of questions in KCET and COMET-K is 180 questions, 60 questions for each subject PCM. There is no negative marking and you get +1 for each correct answer. So KCET usually happens in second week of April and COMET-K is usually in May. So another difference between these two exams is that the college fee that you have to pay once you go through KCET is very less than college fee that you have to pay through COMET-K. So if you are someone who's not much interested in engineering but is more into research, you can appear for exams like NEST, which is for NISER, IIT, which is for IISER, and ISI, which is for Indian Statistical Institute. Since these colleges are government funded and research oriented, they have very negligible fees. In fact, once you take admission in these colleges, they pay a bit monthly stipend to you, and there are a lot of scholarship opportunities and internship opportunities directly once you take admission there. So I will be attaching all the details about these 3 exams in my description, and you can check that out from there. If you are someone who's willing to get into the national forces like Army, Navy or Air Force, you have to qualify NDA, and after that you can later choose your stream. You want to go to the Army, Air Force or Navy. NDA is divided into 2 parts, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 has mathematics for 300 marks, paper 2 has English and general knowledge, English for 200 marks and general knowledge for 400 marks. So in case you attempt a wrong answer, 1/3 marks is deducted from your score in this exam. So the first registration window for NDA will open from December 2025 to January 2026 and the exam will be in April. So the second window will open from May to June and the exam will be in September 2026. So let's come to the private colleges, and the first one is definitely BITSAT, which is the entrance exam for Birla Institute of Technology and Science. BITS. Now BITS comes under the top tier 1 colleges of India. It is often compared to top IITs. It is very famous for their zero attendance policy and their startup culture, and the entrance exam is 100% merit based. There is no quota, no reservation here. So in order to appear for BITSAT, you must have 75% in your class 12 boards. So apart from PCM, it also consists of English and logical reasoning. So BITSAT is a 390 marks paper in which you get 130 questions plus 3 marks for each right answer, and -1 is deducted if you attempt a wrong answer. So in case you attempt all the 130 questions, you can then proceed to the extra 12 questions that you get. But for that, first you have to attempt all the 130 questions. So the registration window for BITSAT will open in January to May of 2026. BITSAT is conducted in 2 phases. Phase 1 is obviously in May, and the second phase will be in the June end. So the next one is VITEEE, which is the entrance exam for VIT Vellore, VIT Chennai, VIT AP and VIT Bhopal. So this is a 125 marks paper. You are eligible for it if you have 60% in PCM in class 12. So apart from PCM, you also have logical reasoning and English in this exam, whereas major focus is given to PCM and math specifically. So there is no negative marking in this exam. So the registration window will open from 31st March 2026, and the exam will be conducted from 28th April to 3rd of May. So the next one is MET, which is the entrance exam for Manipal Institute of Technology, and it is also conducted in 2 phases. The first one in April and the second one in May, and the registration will be open till the 15th of March. So it is a 2-hour exam which consists of 60 questions, which makes it about 240 marks exam. It has +4 and -1 scheme for negative marking. So if you score correct, you get +4, and if you score a wrong answer, you get -1. And the exam level is moderate but quite similar to JEE Mains. So the next one is SRMJEEE, which is conducted in 3 phases from April to July. The registration for the first phase have already started. Now the difference between SRMJEEE and any other exam is that you can attempt SRMJEEE from your home, from your laptop, and you don't have to go to any exam center. Now there is no negative marking here, and you get +1 for each correct answer. So now I have covered a lot of government and private colleges, which I think you should definitely attempt if you're going for engineering in 2026. But if you are someone who wants to get into the computer science branch and want to get real skills that are actually being used in the industry right now, then you must also consider colleges like Scale School of Technology, Newton School of Technology. They are quite new colleges, but I think they provide a lot of skills and real world tech that is not being taught in the normal colleges or is being taught very late. So these colleges not only provide you the right skills, but also give you a very good network and exposure. And I can guarantee this because I am also a second year student at Scale School of Technology. So now you know about different college entrance exams. You must be very confused about which college is better than which, and is private colleges even worth going for, and which branch should you opt for. Your main goal should be branch or college. There might be a lot of other confusions. So I will be very soon uploading a video on these all confusions. Otherwise, you can also comment down your doubts and questions in the comment section, and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. Also, you can join my Telegram community where I directly answer to all the questions, specifically to the questions that are related to next gen colleges. So apart from this video, I have created a document which consists of all the engineering entrance exams in India, some of which I have also missed in this video. They are in that document, and you can definitely go and check that out. That document is also attached in my description, and you can also get that in my Telegram community. So thanks for watching the video. Best of luck for your exams, and up till then, stay tuned.